Okay, this is going to be a little different, but today we're actually going to look at something else before we get into gameplay proper. Now, yes, this is the ordinary start screen. We've spent some time here. However, buried within the bowels of this game, and what makes it unique, if you'll give me a moment to switch screens, they make use of this, which is your game files, which is ordinarily stuff Petra the player does not touch because I'm not a computer person. And you go into the file characters, there's Monika, there's Natsuke, there's Sayori, there's Yuri, you know, there's our girls. ddlc.app, contents, you know, standard. Game, cache saves, first run fonts, first run. That's weird, because we're not on the first run. Library, nothing of interest really. Renpai, I wouldn't say there's anything too ostentatious. I'm, however, going to skip down here to the hxppythx.auths.ping. And hope this is actually going to open, because I haven't tested this before. Because, yeah, when we click on that, we got this lovely little image that I don't like at all. No. But you know, this means nothing, right? Things are gonna be fine. We're not going that path. Now I need to close this down for a moment. And resize some windows, so again, for you this will be nothing in the way of edit time, but for me it's stuff I'm gonna have to edit around. So one moment. Okay, and we are back. My apologies for the edits, but you know, I wanted to share some things, because this game is, you know, it's this game. It has its reputation. So, let us pick up with where we left off. The banner Yuri and I had painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuke about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Yeah, that's totes gonna happen. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Aww. Look at you being optimistic and happy. Bob. You're the first one here. Besides me. But I'm always here. Thanks for being early. Huh, that's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They seem to be the one she repaired that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like, and submitted it. Aww. You're not going to share one of our masterpiece poems we've been writing all season? Well, that's disappointing. Come on. We wrote some really abstract poems that are one-word sentences. So that's the one I'll be performing. Boo. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Oh, poor choice. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I still remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, Bob. Start remembering things. 'Cause Monika's look of concern, for once it's valid. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Yes, Bob, feel all the awful. And I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. And you should really change that way of thinking, Bob. You really should. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You think? You should take a little responsibility for her, Bob. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Excuse me? Monika? What do you think you know? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? No, we did not have plans this morning. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to walk together, but, Exchange? Yeah, exchange? What are you talking about? Monica, you know about that? About my kind of turning you down her confession? Of course I do. That's creepy. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer embarrassed. As you should be. Did Tori really tell her about it that quickly? Yes, girls talk. We talk all the time. About how I basically turned down her confession? Yeah, if you're thinking. That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. The thing is, Bob, you're not. It's sad that the person you like doesn't like you back, but... Ultimately, it's not that person's job to love you. It's, at most be their friend, be there for them, but... relationship is not owed. I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? No, Bob, you barely know what's best for you. For real. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I know many things. I probably know a lot more than you think. Oh, you're scary. Monica's being as friendly as usual. For some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? No, not really. I kind of want to go check on my friend. Also, where did the music go? Why is it so quiet? I don't like quiet in this game. Anyway, Monica, they came out really nice. Well, of course they did. I made them. Yeah, sure. All the enthusiasm, Bob. All the enthusiasm. I grabbed the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. I'm not surprised at all. Please don't kill me. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. No, it's high school. In general, empathy is not something that you encounter a lot. At least back in my day. Maybe it's different in school now. I don't know. I'm an old. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Almost professional, but not too professional, because that'd just be weird. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Yuri's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Really? She is so busy. %. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay! It's a bit repetitive. I'm not actually sure what the title % means. Yeah, I think this first paragraph, yeah. She wants someone or something out of her head. It's just a hunch. And now let's actually get down to where there's different words. I do what I know is best for you. You know, that sounds awfully familiar. It kind of almost sounds like what Bob said the other day, isn't it? I listened to everything she said to me. Monica, didn't you say you talked to her? Actually, we know we've seen her talk to Sayori in the past. I show you how much I love you. She tried, but, I'm kind of on a Yuri run this time, and it didn't work out, and I feel bad, but not that bad, because it's not my job to love you. I finished writing this poem. Well, it's submitted and it's in the book, so I'm guessing it's finished? But a poem is never actually finished. I debate that, because at some point you have to turn it in and it has to be printed. It just stops moving. That... Yeah, this does not make me feel well. Yeah, we should go right now. Yeah, Bob, feel bad. Feel all the bad. What is this? It's a poem and a red flag, and we should go. Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Me too. Me too. Bob? Oh, don't you dare frickin' play that I'm so concerned face. What's wrong? Like, you don't know. Yeah, I do not trust her for reasons we're gonna see why shortly. Nothing. And I've said this before, this is not a blind LP. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. Uh-huh, and only just recently you realized she has really bad depression. Hint, hint, hint. Be afraid. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Just gonna my nose. Trying to take too long. Okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Oh, Monica, I will come to dislike you for many a day. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. No. She had problems, yes, and the way she should have tried harder were maybe approach her parents or guardian or whoever is taking care of her. Because I'm assuming she at least has a legal guardian, as I think they're all in high school in this story. And I need a drink of coffee. My apologies for any slurping you hear. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're in high school too. Your job is your education. Yes, you should try to be there and help your friends, but be responsible for yourself first and then try helping others. This is clearly not a situation you had any preparation for. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. It just sends the wrong message, Bob. And sometimes you need that division. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. For all the wrong reasons, Bob. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always have been. Which was her depressed and you not knowing. That's no good, Bob. It just is no good. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. Thing is, though, before you were oblivious, and you couldn't give that to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she is not picking up her phone either. Also, where are her parents? I'm sorry. This early in the morning, her parents should be home or getting ready to go to work or something. Why do no one in these games have parents? I am so confused. Or maybe I just had weird parents that were overly involved in my life. I don't know. I just find it weird personally. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Oh, I know what's coming. Sayori? 3, 2, 1. She really is a heavy sleeper. Oh. I really want to hold on to this moment of blissful ignorance for you, Bob, but Sadly, I must click and move the story forward. I swallow. I do too. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Me too, because I tried like all the paths. Waking her up in her own house? No, I'm talking about something else entirely. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? Yeah, a boyfriend or a best friend. Preferably, you know, a best friend that's a girl, but... In any case, and I am in no means stalling from clicking to the next scene. Nope, not stalling at all. It just feels right. Oh. This might be the last time we have this sentiment going forward. Outside Sierra's room, I knock on her door. Siori? Hey, last time we were here we had a nice chat. We learned some things. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. Just fine. Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Oh, I don't have to enter a room like this either, knowing what's coming. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Oh, bigger concerns. Much, much bigger concerns. But she really leaves me no choice. Oh, that can be said about this narrative up to this moment. This moment that I've avoided 2 other times. Because apparently Bob is also a Time Lord. I know, I was surprised too when I figured that out. I gently opened the door. Yep, we opened that door. And scare. Happy anime thing. An except section has occurred. File game script. For trackback text for details. Bob, ... An exception has occurred. File, game/script, chapter 5, .RPY, line 307. See traceback text for details. Yep. This, folks, is the beginning of the crazy that is Doki Doki that has kind of made this a mainstay amongst LPers. This moment, the jump scare that kicks off the crazy. This is the midpoint of the game. Everything I have done has been avoiding coming to this point. And sadly, regardless of what you do, you will come to this point. With maybe one exception, but we didn't take that path. It would have required a lot of preparation before we got to this moment. I might actually do that run once I finish what I'm doing right now with this little experiment. But for now, no, nothing is ever going to be the same, ever again. And yet everything will be the same. And you'll see what I mean. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sure, you wouldn't do this. Yeah, she would. Well, there's a few theories on this, but let's get through the text. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Siori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Because, Bob, she had depression. She had problems, and you didn't see them. And she only told you when it was too late. This is really a sad cautionary tale of... This is someone that needed help. You needed to go to someone, or you should not have left her alone. I know that's pinning a lot on Bob, and I'll be the first person to admit it's an unfair amount to pin to Bob. But, yeah. If this is the outcome, then what's the point? And why? Why would she do this? Depression, we've talked about this. How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Nothing. You tried. You went down many different paths before you came here. Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Yeah, here's the thing with that. Regardless of if you accept the confession or not, this will happen. This is a scripted event. There is no way to escape it short of you never finish the game. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. You weren't there to hear the scream, so how do you know? Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? The thing is, you weren't selfish, you just didn't know how bad things were for her. She had demons, and the demons won this day. It's sad, but these things happen. It's really not Bob's fault. Yes, there are things he could have done, but ultimately, he is but one person, and Shiori needed more help than maybe one person could give. Much less someone that's in high school like she is. And kudos to them, even if you do accept the confession that this happens, because, you know, true love's kiss doesn't really exist and doesn't really solve everything. This is my fault. No, Bob, no, it's not. I mean, you know, if the script were different and you could have went to her house after Yuri confesses her feelings or after she catches you with Natsuke, then if you did nothing and still went about school like it was a normal day, then it would be your fault. But the way this is written, it is so not Bob's fault. He never had the option to go see her. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. Hindsight's 20/20, Bob. Hindsight is 20/20. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, it wouldn't have made her happy, Bob. It would be a band-aid over a severed limb. She was gonna bleed out regardless. And I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Oh, come on, Bob, we've covered this your Time Lord, remember? We've done other things. We've walked other paths. We've pursued other girls. I'm just saying. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Only because you weren't scripted careful enough. As I have been doing commentary throughout, you know, I tried to get you to go down a different path, but the script's the script. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Yeah, you probably will. But, you know... Also seek therapy. You know what Shiori should have done. Or Shiori's parents should have done for her. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. Oh, no, Bob, sweetie, no. This is survivor guilt talking, not yours. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Yeah, because you're not a licensed therapist. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. But is it really, though? Is it really? Because we're here and... Well, that's new, you know. She didn't look like that before. And yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, we're back onto this screen, where if we go into characters, Monika, Natsuke, Yuri. However, strangely, Sayori is MIA. That, shall we say, is our first sign that something has happened. Someone is pulling these strings. Someone who I have maybe perhaps not been painting in the best light. So when we go in here and we go into trace back, we have a new little text file that wasn't here before. My apologies for not showing this to you sooner, but I am by no means an expert in this game, and there's probably going to be a lot more stuff like this that I miss. But let us read this real quick, shall we? I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception. I don't know, I keep trying to say expectation. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred while running game code. Blah 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 blah. Oh jeez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Yeah, yeah. Something is going on here. It's almost like someone who I've accused of being atop the fourth wall has figured out how to do stuff that they shouldn't be able to do if you think about it too much. So, yeah. This has me concerned. And then you get full trace back and a lot of text that I'm not even going to pretend I know how to read. Restart top context. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Yes, just here goes nothing. And then Doki Doki Literature Club 1.1.0. Yeah, something is going on. Something weird. Something very, very weird. One moment, I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything else I should share with all y'all. Okay, having tooled around for a bit, looks like nothing I want to show you there. However, curiously, if we go into our load games, because we had probably about 3 months worth of save files. Okay, they are still here. I am misremembering things. Okie dokie. Well, you know, this... Let's just go back to our main screen. You know, this line of text right here it's a little worrying. But I'm curious to see what happens if we try clicking on it. Just want to make sure I'm on the right screen. Silence? Ah, screwy text and screwy music happens. Yay! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is... mispronounced name? The girl is missing number! Oh no! No, wait, no, this isn't Pokemon. This is not the tabletop. This is not Hark's channel. Never mind. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. Wait, your neighbor was Emerald? Weird. You know, the kind of friend you'd... And this sounds oddly familiar, doesn't it, boys and girls? You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she was going to chase after me like this, I should run away! I mean, no. I almost feel better off running away. I was right! Go team! However, I just sigh and idling on the crosswalk and let Gerbaldygook catch up to me. Okay. Yeah, if she looked like that, I too would run away. It's an ordinary school day like any other. No, nothing weird happened. La 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 la. There were no monsters. None. We're fine. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friends, groups, walking to school together. Ugh, I know the feeling. As someone who is also a solitary soul. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Really, Bob? Really? I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Or something like that. You know, you could meet some boys. I'm not judging you, Bob. I mean, if they're cute boys, so I'm all the more down for it. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I don't know. I've heard a tale of the legendary Nap Club. I think we should join. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Nap Club. Let's make this happen. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You don't know that. I am a real-world girl, and I like anime. If there was an anime club, I would join. Granted, I would make everyone watch Girl Bravo and Sailor Moon on loop, but I'm a girl of very specific tastes. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Dude, it's the end of the day. Go home. Go home to your anime and manga and video games. Or at the very least, your pillow in your bed. Clubs? There really aren't any that interest me. Aw, but your college resume is gonna suck if you don't have some, so, you know, chop chop. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I agree as someone that also didn't do clubs in high school. But it was also more a combination of everything met after school, and I had no way to get home after those after-school meets since I didn't take the bus. So in my case, it's more I lived too far to walk. And it was rural Michigan, so yeah, walking was not an option in the dead of winter. I guess I had no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, go hang on a cross, you martyr. There are worse fates. Bob? Ah! Monica? What the fuck did you just do? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. I didn't expect you to glitch into the room! It's been a while, right? No, it hasn't. It's literally just been a matter of minutes since we were in the festival room. Do you not remember this? And you said horrible, creepy things. Yeah, it has. Has not. Monica smiles sweetly. Because it's one of her 3 default expressions. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. But we were in the same class last year. Monica was possibly the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Monica, did you write this? Basically completely out of my league. But for some reason, Bob, she wants you. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Like you, my human resource. I own you. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Why would Bob know that? Or markers? Again, why would Bob know that? And, by the time you get to high school, construction paper and markers... At least the school I went to, that was stuff that they expect you to supply for yourself if you needed them. Maybe with the exception of special projects that they knew ahead of time to budget for. In that case, then the teachers would provide them. But the thing about it is the teachers were uber protective of those resources, and I don't blame them. I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Plus, you know, I'm not in charge. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. So boring. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I I agree with this sentiment. I really do. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Because I'm that superior to you, and I will get into my first choice school. I'm just saying. Ah! God damn it, Monica, stop it! A literature club. A literature? You mean that class I sleep through? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. Okay, Petra cannot. I would have loved to have joined a literature club when I was in high school. But Megan and I went to school in rural Michigan and we didn't have one, so meh. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. But I mean, that's kind of pathetic and childish, right? Wait, really? I like manga. Yeah, it's funny, right? I'm talking smack about my own people. Clearly the sign of a good leader. She always insists that manga is literature too. Well, it is. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Oh, the backpedaling! All the backpedaling. And besides, a member's a member, right? Not if you're gonna be disrespectful to them. Did Monica say she? Bob, truly the important things in this life. Hey, Bob. Any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I wouldn't ask you to join, but I'm totally gonna ask you to join. If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Yeah, 'cause that's what's important, Monica. Making you, of all people, happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. You have all the reasons! She is a glitch! Run away! Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Oh, Bob, did she get into your scripting too? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. Like you had a choice. You're really sweet, Bob. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Yes, Bob is the most important resource of them all. Except for coffee, which I need to drink, because I am thirsty. And this is a lot of talking and reading. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica in her irresistible smile. Wow, that's laying on a little thick. She's probably the most average-looking of all the girls. No offense, Monica. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. But before she does that, we should save real quick, because we've been going for a bit, you know. What? What? No. Okay, these were empty before, but still. Yeah, as you will notice, all of my save files are gone. All of my work for the past 3 months. Poof! Well, I guess, we have no choice but to, start anew. As you will notice, today is Friday, April the 13th. Yeah, I'm recording on this day, folks. And true to this day, I have had several mic issues. So, yeah.